It'll say, oh, there's Angela. Hi, buddy. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We have with us Pat Fitzhugh of the Bell Witch fame, pretty much. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Oh, okay. Well, my name's Pat. I'm just an old Tennessee boy. I've been researching the paranormal for 46 years. The pet project has been the Bell Witch case, and do a lot of book signings, public appearances, that sort of thing. Trying to spread the word about the Bell Witch and get the information out there. And just like to have a lot of fun with it. And the paranormal in general. I'm also a paranormal investigator, and also sometimes event organizer as well. So stay pretty busy with it.
Terrific. And I know you do some other things. You've really gotten into. Tell me about the train.
Oh, I do as little as possible. No, no, I work as a car host on an excursion train there out in Nashville. Been doing that for only a few months. It's something I always wanted to do and didn't know that there was any availability for anything like that in the Nashville area. And then I found out about it, so I just hopped on board and haven't left since.
That's terrific. It sounds like a great time. Where do the excursions go to?
We go east out of Nashville, sometimes just to Lebanon, which is about a 2-3 hour trip, and sometimes out to Watertown, Tennessee, let the passengers off for a few hours, and then we pick them back up and take them to Nashville. And that's an all-day trip there. So all of ours are east of Nashville. We use a full real train with authentic train cars. We have anywhere from 13 to 15 cars on the train each time. And the train runs at track speed. Everything is real. And the excursions, each one is themed differently. We have wine tasting excursions. We have murder mystery excursions. We have yard sale excursions, a lot of different trips. And they almost always sell out. And right now we're gearing up for our Christmas excursions and our multiple Santa trips during December.
That sounds really cool. So I know you've done a lot with the Bell Witch. And can you tell us a little bit about what got you interested in it, got you started?
She needs to give herself 2 years.
Well, my mother told me about it when I was very little. She grew up about a mile and a half from there. She was over in the Cedar Hill community. And, she told me the story, and I thought it was pretty neat, pretty cool at first. And then I really got intrigued when she explained to me that she had gone to school with a lot of people who are related to the Bells. I was like, wait a minute, you mean this is a ghost story where there were actual people that you can look up? And she said, yeah. And, the fact that it involved real people and real places really caught my interest. And then you hear of all these different antics that the Bell Witch did, and try to figure out how could this possibly be true. So I embarked on a research journey that I thought would take me all of about 2 or 3 months, but it's taken 46 years now. To separate the fact from the fiction, get to the bottom of what really started all of that so many years ago.
That is really cool.
That's dedication too.
It is, yeah.
46 years.
That is awesome. And you've written a couple of books. How many books have you written?
Oh, the Bell Witch, there are two. There was a small one called the Bell Witch Haunting that was basically a high-level overview. And then the main book, which came out a year later, The Bell Witch, The Full Account, is a 406-page book with all the different versions of the legend, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Mississippi, as well as the traditional stories, a lot of new stories, and also a whole lot of researched information that sheds more light not only on the paranormal case, but also on the people, places involved, and some of the scandal and conflicts that were going on just below the surface of everything at the time.
So out of all of that, what is your favorite part of the entire thing? Do you have a favorite?
A favorite part? Tuesdays. favorite story of the legend and
Uh-huh.
favorite part of researching it.
Oh gosh, tell us both.
We're on an interview at the moment.
I guess my favorite part of the legend is the period which lasted, I think, about 3 weeks, where this entity spread out into 4 different characters. The entity's familiar voice matched to the character of Black Dog. Then there were 2 little girls, one that she called Hypocrisy, one that she called Mathematics, and a little boy named Jerusalem. And according to legend, these characters would appear as disembodied voices in the home at night, and they would curse each other, argue with each other, and talk in a very drunken, festive tone. And they call that chapter in the legend the witch family. And a short time later, the oldest Bell sister, her name was Esther, and the younger one, Betsy, were at Esther's house one day and saw a very strange looking, pale old lady and 3 little kids walking up the road. They'd never seen them before, and it's one of the strangest things they'd ever seen.
Huh.
And the figures walked into the field across from Esther's home and started jumping up and down, playing on saplings. And Esther's father came home. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I haven't had enough coffee today. Esther's husband, Alex Porter, came home, and the girls told him about it, and he couldn't see anything. Everything looked perfectly normal to him. The saplings were bouncing up and down a little bit, which he thought that was just from the wind. But they asked him to go ahead and shoot out that way. So he pointed his gun out that way, and they saw these figures get off the saplings and run for cover behind an old log. And then Esther told Alex to shoot at that log. There's a little boy that kept popping his head up from behind the log. So he took aim and just shot at a big old knot that was on the log. And he didn't see anything happen, but Esther and Betsy noticed that the figures, human-like figures, had disappeared. Then that night at the Bell home, when the witch family was putting on its nightly disturbance theater, Black Dog mentioned that Alex Porter was a really good shot, that he took out, or almost took out, Jerusalem's arm from 75 yards away. I think that's my favorite story within the Bell Witch legend. As far as researching it, the research takes you to a lot of different places, a whole lot of different people, a lot of different situations. It's very hard work, but it's also very rewarding in many ways. People keep telling me I should write a big book about all my experiences, ups and downs, and all that with being a Bell Witch researcher. And I have not ruled that out either. It'd be quite a book and would take probably years to write on because I've been at this for so long. I think my favorite part of research is when I stumble up on something that is really, really relevant. It's not hard to find information about the Bells or the other people in the Red River community, but a lot of that information is just basic life information, not anything that's really relevant to the haunting case itself, or which would move the case study farther along. But occasionally you'll find these little gems out there that, are just amazing. So glad to find those.
That's so cool. So, okay, if people want to get a hold of you or find out more about you,
Grab me.
how would they do that? Where can they find you online?
Okay, well, I have some presence out there online. There is the Bell Witch site at www.bellwitch.org. There is my writer site, which is www.patfitzhugh.com. And there's the usual Facebook and Instagram pages as well.
Great. I'll make sure that I go ahead and get your info in the comments on this live stream too. So, but, yeah, thank you so much. And if you guys come to the expo for the remainder of the day, we'll be here for a little bit longer.
A little bit, yeah.
He's already sold out today, guys. All the books and everything he brought. That's so awesome. But we really appreciate you coming over. And
Oh, it's my pleasure. I love to do it. Thank you very much.
you're so welcome. And we will see you guys here in a little bit.
Yep.